Hello and welcome back to another V video. Today we're going to take a look at the Back to the Future 2 hoverboards drop that just happened yesterday. So I'm going to go through how the drop went, I'll show you what I managed to pick up, and I'll talk about the marketplace prices right now as well as predictions for the future. So if you watched my previous video, I did a drop preview of this Back to the Future 2 hoverboards drop yesterday, and my predictions are fairly accurate. I think the most surprising one was Marty's hoverboard, that common. I didn't think it would do that well. There was also 5 collectibles here. They all sold out except for the no-tech hoverboard, that other common. But everything else is going for above retail. The rare is doing alright. The ultra rare is doing really well. I think it's like 115 right now. It's the lowest price. And Marty's hoverboard is probably the most outstanding one because it didn't sell out actually. It was still in stock. It retailed for 13 gems. And it was still in stock for like 5 hours after the drop, and suddenly it just sold out, and the floor price is like 45 gems right now, which is pretty crazy. So here's a look at the collectibles themselves. Of course, Marty's hoverboard is the most iconic one and has that metal logo on it. The Pitbull hoverboard is the ultra rare, and I think that's my favorite design. Here we've got the rare as well as the other common, and the Rising Sun is also a pretty nice looking one. So these are the hoverboards that I managed to pick up. I secured a full set. I did manage to get everything for retail. The ultra rare sold out really fast. I couldn't get that. So I did manage to get the rare. I got the no-tech hoverboard as well as the Rising Sun uncommon. I got those 3 at retail price. And I bought Marty's hoverboard on the marketplace because I wanted a lower min number, as well as the ultra rare. I bought that on marketplace. So initially, right after the drop, the prices for the ultra rare were relatively reasonable. It was like 70-ish, 70 to 80-ish. So I paid about 80 something because I wanted a 3-digit min number. And for Marty's hoverboard, like right after the drop, it was still relatively close to retail, like 15 gems, because it was still in stock on the store. But I paid like, I think it was like 30 gems or so because I wanted a 3-digit min number as well. But anyway, here's a look at the hoverboards themselves. I'm actually pretty pleased by how these turned out. I think the retail prices are really reasonable. And yeah, they do look pretty fun and colorful. So here's the rare. This is the question mark hoverboard. The Rising Sun uncommon. I quite like this one. And I like how there are details on the other side of the board as well. So you can choose to display them whichever orientation you want. Although one thing I do wish is that, because we scan these, like in AR mode, we scan the floor and the collectible will appear. But I wish we could scan the wall, or we could, at least flip the hoverboard so it's in a vertical orientation, because it's always just on the floor, which doesn't really allow for like fun photos because it's just on the floor. You can't really do much with it. Here's Marty's hoverboard, the most iconic design. I like how the background is also matching the prints on the board. That's really nice. So this is going for like 40-ish gems right now, 45. This is the no-tech hoverboard, 13 gems retail, and this one is still in stock. At this point in time, like while I'm making this video, it's still available. Or it's on marketplace for about like 14 gems, 13 gems-ish. So yeah, it's also pretty cool. Nice greenish color, quite retro looking. I haven't seen Back to the Future 2, or maybe I watched it a long time ago, so I don't really remember this hoverboard scene. But yeah, pretty good drop, and it's really reasonable. It's actually one of the cheapest full sets you can get. Even on marketplace prices, it's still relatively reasonable. So here are my boards in the showroom. I've got them lined up against the wall. Like I said, it'll be nice if a future update allows us to scan walls and allows us to place these collectibles on the walls. Or if we could, flip the orientation of the collectible in AR mode, because that would be more interesting and allow for more fun photos, because just scanning the floor is a bit boring as well. Overall, this was a good drop. Like I said, the retail prices are really reasonable. This is probably one of the cheapest full sets when it comes to retail price. It's probably one of the cheapest full sets, and I find that Season 2 full sets are a lot easier to complete for some reason. Like most of my full sets come from Season 2. I do think prices for these will go up in the future, especially with Comic-Con coming up. If you missed out 1 or 2 of these boards, it's worth getting them from Marketplace because they aren't that expensive right now. But it's not worth buying a full set from Marketplace. That will cost about 250-ish gems. So I don't think it's a great investment unless you're a big Back to the Future fan. If not, I'd rather just get like DC Bombshells, because Death and Harley Quinn 2 are great collectibles. DC is a big license, and with Comic-Con coming up, I think it's only going to go up. Similar to the Labbit drop that happened earlier, the Ultra Rare is performing really well. So the Ultra Rare here was 20 gems, it's going for like 115 gems. The Rare is going for like double, it retailed for 16, it's going for about 30 something gems. Double sounds good, but bear in mind, because retail prices are so low, you're only profiting about 10 or 15 gems, it's not much. The uncommon continues to underperform. It's going for about like 4 gems above retail price. The no tech common, sorry, is going for retail, and Marty's is the surprise. It's the best performing one. So it retailed for 13, it's going for like 40 something, and it was readily available for like 5 hours. So that's really surprising. I believe that this ultra rare Pitbull hoverboard will continue to go up in price because 115 for an ultra rare is still relatively reasonable. And overall, like I said, this set is still quite affordable to complete. So I've noticed a trend where when a set is very hard to complete, the prices will go down. When a set is still relatively affordable, prices will continue to go up, and it hasn't reached that point because hoverboards is still quite an affordable set. So take for example like DC Cover Girls. That was a relatively easy to get set because Super Girl, which retailed for 90 gems, is going for about 130 to 150-ish on the marketplace for quite a while. Now it's peaked at about 300. It's quite hard to get. I mean, it's not hard to get, but it's just quite expensive. The other collectibles are all under retail price now. Another one I can think of is the Labbit drop that just happened, right? The ultra rare is really expensive, 500 over gems. So all the other collectibles are going down in price because it's just too hard to complete the set. It's just too expensive. It's not worth collecting. And another one is like Slimer, right? The Ghostbusters drop. Slimer was a great collectible, animated, only 30 gems retail, sold out really fast. But the Ghostbusters set is really expensive to complete because of the secret rare, which is why people aren't really bothering to complete Ghostbusters, and Slimer hasn't been doing well in the marketplace. It's going for like under 60 gems right now. So I think hoverboards hasn't reached that point yet. Everything is still quite easily attainable, and prices will continue to go up. I don't know how high, but I think hoverboards, like the Ultra hoverboard, could probably even reach 200 in a few weeks. It's possible. I think a safe bet would probably be like 130, 140-ish, maybe 150. Because we've seen marketplace prices continue to go up quite a bit. Like right now, the Superman floor price is 300, Todd is reaching 500 right now. The first appearance Joker and first appearance Harley Quinn are going for like 130, 140-ish. So you can see prices are going up quite a bit, especially since the Marvel announcement. I think there's going to be fluctuations from time to time, especially with crypto. If crypto crashes, prices will go down as well. But I don't think it'll crash. It'll drop very significantly until maybe after Comic-Con. So I definitely recommend holding collectibles as much as possible. If you're looking for something to invest in, collectibles to buy and hold, hoverboards may not be the best one to get. I would still recommend picking up Superman. I think he's still worthwhile getting even at 300 gems. I think it's going to go even higher because he's a full set by himself as the first appearance. But yeah, overall, like I said, hoverboards, good drop. I liked it. It was better than expected. Great retail prices, nice looking collectibles. I just hope that we'll be able to scan the walls or rotate the hoverboards in AR mode in the future. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more VEEF videos to come soon in the future.